one.
What up, guys? J&J Picture again today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. We're so sorry about the last video. We had a couple technical difficulties, but all that is cleared up now. Um, we know we usually post on Tuesday night and Thursday night. This is Thursday's video. That Tuesday video got corrupted, so sorry about that, guys. But we're back. We're good. Um, I'm Jesse. I've got my co-host here, RJ. What you got, RJ?
So, just like Jesse said, we had some technical difficulties for Tuesday's video. We do apologize. It should be fixed now, so everything should be back to regularly scheduled programming. What we're going to be doing today, since we didn't get to post on Tuesday, is now that all of the games have been released and the lines for everybody has been released, we are going to run through and give everybody a recap and an update on where we are with our best bets and our best picks for this coming week because we're only a week away. We're super excited about what we got. And if you're not watching this live, please go over to the YouTube channel. It means the world to us for you guys to stop in, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, whatever you want to do. All of it we appreciate. And if you're not subscribed, just take a second, click the button. We appreciate everybody who subscribes and everybody who likes. And if you see anybody that would like this type of content, share it out, tell them to subscribe, send them to us. Let's make some money. So, week one, for this recap, we're going to roll over to Jesse on your money line picks for week one.
Uh,
What you got?
RJ,
Yeah.
RJ.
Yeah.
You're cutting out a lot. I'm just letting you know. Check that OBS real quick.
Yeah. I mean, it's showing that I'm recording. It's picking up my audio and your audio.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
good.
cool.
Or we
Maybe
should
it's
be
might
good.
have been on my end.
And anybody that's watching this on YouTube,
All right, say that again. Well,
anybody that's watching this on YouTube, this is the fun part that everybody gets to watch in the live streams. Us, troubleshooting stuff. Things happen. We're human. We're working with technology. Technology always doesn't do exactly what you want it to do.
amen.
All right. So, like we were saying, we're going to roll over to our best bets for week one. The first thing we have pulled up for our bets is going to be the money lines. Jesse, what are your favorite money lines for week one?
All right, guys, hear me out. I'm getting a little bit ballsy when it comes to these money lines, just because I have faith in the teams that I've picked in. So first, excuse me. First, this is all going to be in a parlay. It's a four-leg parlay. I've got the Broncos beating the Titans. I think that's just a dead away giver. I think that's just Broncos just handling business with the Titans. I've got the Cardinals beating the Saints. I think that's also self-explanatory. The Saints are just literally the worst team in the NFL. I've got the Patriots beating the Raiders. I'm really high on the Patriots this season. I just like what they did this offseason. I really like the Patriots over the Raiders just because the culture that the Patriots have built over this past offseason, and the fact that the Raiders are the visiting team. They are flying to Boston. I like the Patriots to pick up that win. And for what I think could be the game of the week, Texans versus Rams. Give me the Texans beating the Rams in SoFi Stadium, I think. The Texans are the dogs in this pick, and I really, really like the Texans to beat the Rams. I I think that the Texans have a top 10 defense. I think it's an amazing defense, and I think that they'll be able to somehow contain those weapons that the Rams have on offense, and I I just really like that pick. That's what I got for money lines. I got Texans, Broncos, Cardinals, Patriots on the money line. Would you know how much that would pay out, RJ? $10. You know how much that $10 would pay out?
I can look at it right now. If you were to tail Jesse's picks at $10, your total payout as of right now would be $63.29. So you're
That's
making six
$63
times your
you didn't
money.
have beforehand.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because you're
I really like this. What you got for money line? What you like?
what what I'm gonna look at is I've got the Eagles beating Dallas, and with them losing, God, what was the guy's name today? They lost. They
Micah
traded to the
Parsons.
Packers. Yeah, with them losing him and him being
Well, can we talk about that for a second?
yeah,
Can we talk about that for a second? I'm so
absolutely.
sorry to cut you off, but this is like a mega trade. This is like league shifting trade. The Packers have traded uh Kenny Clark and two first round picks for Micah Parsons, arguably the second best defensive player in the league right now. And goodness gracious, did he get the bag? Me being a Packers fan, I love this trade so much, and I'm gonna get a little delusional right now. I think the Packers are Super Bowl contenders. I really do. I think that they have a chance of just straight up winning the Super Bowl just because that defense just got 10 times better just because of Micah Parsons.
I
I
was
don't know,
about
it
to say
might be
you.
a bold take, whatever.
I was about to say you got that much confidence in just one trade for a defensive player. I mean, no doubt he's one of the best, but you think that changes the game completely for the Packers?
It changes that defense completely. It gives them a it gives them a rush that they didn't really have beforehand. That they had it beforehand, but it wasn't as much of a presence. That rush is a big presence with Micah Parsons, and that defense gets 10 times better, especially with Xavier McKinney, who who is just an amazing safety lurking over the top. We still got Valentine up in the corner spot, and I really like this defense. I really like Quay Walker. He's just a walking black Air Force One. He's just like he really is. He's a walking black Air Force One. He just does not care, and I love that about him. So I love this defense a lot. I think it brings them up to top 10 potential. So that's what I like about this. What do you have to say about the Packers?
Yeah, no, for sure. With them getting that trade, I definitely think they're going to be in the conversation for Super Bowl. I don't know if they're going to go all the way, but I think that puts them definitely in like the top four,
I like that. I like it.
in my opinion, anyway. Because
Now I did have a friend say that he's the second best rusher in the NFC North, and I said you are freaking crazy. You think that Aiden Hutchinson is better than Micah Parsons? Excuse me, my mind went blank there, but I just think that's blasphemy. He was on pace to have a better season, but better at all? Nah, nah.
no, I feel you. I feel you. I agree. I agree 100%. That's crazy.
Okay, that's your money line picks. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Sorry guys, I had to ramble.
It was a good tangent. So I'm going with Eagles over Dallas, just because I now that they've lost. What was his name again?
Michael Parsons.
Yeah, now that they've lost Parsons, I think the Eagles are just going to mash them up. Then I
Okay.
got the Cardinals to beat the Saints because I also agree. I think the Saints are just going to be crap. And I'm not even a big Cardinals fan. I just think the Cardinals are going to be able to beat them. And I've got
Yeah.
Broncos. I actually really like the Broncos. They cashed me out a lot last year. Granted, I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl or anything, but just a team that I'm probably going to be betting on throughout the season for certain player props and certain matchups. I like the Broncos a good bit. And I didn't put it on here, but as how you have the Texans, since they were the underdog for whatever reason, considered Stafford's hurt, I've got the Texans in a straight just by themselves for plus money, but to win. Because I agree with that pick too. But I didn't want to put it in my money line parlay. Granted, it would have boosted my odds, but just on the off chance something happens, I've got them separate in their own thing. So that way, if any one of my three picks up top doesn't go the way I want it to, and the Texans do what I think they're going to do, I'll still get the the hit for them beating the Rams.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
if you were to take
All right.
my picks at three, the three that I have, that would put you at, now mine isn't as risque as Jesse's. So mine would be, it's a almost like a double your money. So if you put $10 on it, you'd win $24.80.
So you'd basically double your money a little bit more.
Yeah, and see with that Texans play, since they're the underdogs, I think their line is certain, or their odds are currently set at like plus 134. So if you put $10 on just the Texans to win by themselves as a straight, you're still going to make about $20 if they win by themselves because they're plus money.
Yeah.
All right, and
How do you have your player props set up?
yeah, so I was about to ask you, how are you
What you
looking at
got for player
players?
props?
So the three player props that I really like, I've got Kyron Williams anytime
So
touchdown. Huh? Do it. Jesse.
hello,
Can you hear me?
hello. Yeah,
Okay.
you cut out for a second.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
don't worry, guys.
you cut out for a second. That's
The more
good.
money we make from the sports bets and from YouTube, we're definitely going to get some better Wi-Fi, because I think that's part of the issue, because we do Discord calls. So we're not on like a phone call like a AT&T or Verizon, but it's just a Wi-Fi call. So there might be a little bit of lag and a little bit of issues every now and again, but you guys love us. You stick around. You're here for the early days. Don't worry. The good quality theatrical stuff will come later. All
Heck yeah, well,
right. But
better what? Better.
oh, for sure. But for player props,
Anyways,
I've got Kyron Williams anytime touchdown. I've got Jameer Gibbs anytime touchdown, and I've got Derrick Henry anytime touchdown. I think those are my three best anytime touchdown picks that I like rolling into week one. What are you looking at for your parlays? And it's just because I like
okay,
those three guys to get in the end zone. I see all three happening.
okay. Well, I like to set my parlays for 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games, just because of the fact that I'm watching NFL Red Zone. I'm watching all 4 or 5 of the games that are happening. So for my 1 p.m. games, for the 1 p.m. games, I have Bijan Robinson to get an anytime touchdown. I've got Jaden Daniels to go over on his pass yards. I've got Travion Henderson to get an anytime touchdown, and I have Chuba Hubbard to get an anytime touchdown. I like three guys to get touchdowns, and then Jaden Daniels to go over on his pass yards, which I think his pass yards might be set up at 228 or something like that. So I do like that a lot, especially since they're playing the Giants.
Yeah, I think that's exactly where his line is set. 1 second, I can find out. Jaden Daniels. His 1 second.
Say that again.
You said Jaden Daniels. His line.
Yeah, yeah.
His line is currently set at 228.5 yards.
So I really like Jaden Daniels, especially since it's against the Giants. The, the Giants secondary isn't the greatest, but I do know that that D line is amazing. It's top 5 in the league. That defensive line is amazing. With Sexy Dexy being the best defensive tackle, then having Brian Burns on the sides and having the new defensive rookie Abdul Carter on the other side. Like it's just that defensive line is great, but I do like Jaden Daniels to go over in his pass yards. Very much a great passing quarterback against that team historically. Um, you have any more parlays? What else you got?
Actually, those are the only ones that I have locked in right now. I think I'm gonna work on one or two more before we go to Tuesday's video on Tuesday. So that way I have one for the Thursday game that we're gonna do on Tuesday, and then I think I'm gonna have one more that I can talk about for the rest of the weekend. But right now I've only got two locked in. I know you have a
I get it.
third.
I get it. Yeah, I do have another parlay locked in. I've got for my 4 p.m. games, I've got Bo Nix go over in his pass yards again. Titans secondary it's okay. It's not bad. I don't think it's bad, but it's just comparing to what I think is going to happen. I've got Bo Nix to go over in his pass yards, and then I've got Josh Jacobs to have an anytime touchdown. I think he's going to get in the end zone against the Lions. I've got Jameer Gibbs to go over on his rush yards. I think his rush yards are set up at like 67. Like recently, uh, the Packers' run defense is not good. It's like that much at all. But after the acquirement of Michael Parsons, it probably will get better. Um, just because they're gonna not run it to his side, so they're gonna know where the ball's gonna go. Um, but his rush yards being at 67.5 is just absurd. You should always take the over when it comes to that. Um, I've got Kyron Williams to get in the end zone. I really like Kyron Williams to get in the end zone for the Rams. Then I've got Jackson Smith and Jigba to go over on his receiving yards. I know it's a big 5 leg parlay. Um, which I think Jackson Smith and Jigba's receiving yards is set at like 66 or something like that. I think.
No,
RJ, could you
yeah,
check that for me?
his receiving yards at the time you placed the bet is 58 and 58.5.
Yeah, that's absurd. Yeah, I think he's going to get the ball plenty enough to get over 58 yards. Uh, so it's just trust, guys. I know it's a big 5 leg parlay. It's anything can happen in football, but I have real faith that all of those 5 things are going to happen.
No, I feel you, and that's going to be your big money maker for that that the first week one, because that is as we are talking about it. If you were to bet $5, not even 10, just $5 on this to tail Jesse's bring home the bacon parlay, you turn $5 into $87.
Holy crap!
That's a good payday off of
I'm
five
gonna make
dollars.
some money this week. I'm gonna make some money this weekend.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm hearing.
oh yeah.
Oh, it's not this weekend, but the next
Well,
weekend.
yeah, next weekend. It's all right. It's coming soon. Coming soon.
And guys, you have to remember to get to the lines early. To get to the lines early, and you make these bets and make these props. Like, just make sure that you get to these lines early because the lines are set higher or lower than expected. So if you get to these lines early, you make a whole lot more money because I guarantee you these lines are going to be changed by the time it comes game day.
Oh, 100%. And that's why we like to put our videos out for you guys on Tuesday so you can get our thoughts, and rolling into the rest of the season, we will actually have opening line odds on Tuesday to give you our first looks, potential just I like this line as soon as it opens, locking this in before it moves type opinions. So that way, anybody who's early birds like we are to try and get the best value on opening line errors, we can get in there first, get that money, and lock in what we like first before, say, like how Jesse has Gibbs over 67.5 on the rushing yards. Next Wednesday, from where everybody might be betting one way or the other, his line might move to 72.5 yards within a couple of days. And then if you get in late like that, just that little bit of difference in yards could be the deciding factor on whether you hit the bet or not. Because the sports book is designed
Oh,
to try and
100%.
beat you.
100%.
And
Please, I will be putting out these crazy parlays that could or could not pay out. I really like this week's parlays, week one's parlays, especially when it comes to the money line. I think all four of those teams are going to win. Um, the only one that I might be iffy on is the Texans. All other three teams, I think it's gonna that all three of those teams are gonna win, and the Texans just throwing that wrench just to make sure, like, hey, let's make some money.
oh, absolutely. And I'm with you on that. I think these bets right now are pretty solid. I think we're looking really good rolling into week one. And what we're going to do on the channel for everybody who's currently watching and future subscribers, if you guys show it to your friends, make fun of us, whatever, we're going to keep a running total of if we were right or if we were wrong every week going forward after week one. So, but the way it's going to work, a straight will count as a single bet. But if we do a parlay, regardless of how many legs are in the parlay, the whole parlay is just going to count as one bet. So as it stands right now, Jesse, you would have three bets on the line, even though you have a 5 leg and a 4 leg and all that stuff. You're not going to be plus or minus 20 on week one. It'll just be 1 out of 3, 3 for 3, or 2 for 3 as we go to week two.
Oh yeah.
So that way we can also track
So
our own
let's
stats.
so for the viewers watching at home, could you do something for him, RJ?
What's up?
I want you to add up the parlays. How much? So I'm taking $20 and turning it into a blank amount of money. So with the 1 p.m. games, the 4 p.m. games, and the
Oh,
money
like
line,
your running
how
total
much
for this
money?
week?
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah. Let's say if I put $10 on the money line, 5 and 5 on both parlays, how much would it pay out?
I will do that math real quick. And while I do this math and type it out for all of our viewers, subscribers, and everybody in between, and if you guys are watching live, and if you're not watching live, we go live every Tuesday and Thursday night. Sometimes it's Friday, depending on how our schedules work out, but usually always on Tuesday and either Thursday or Friday night between 12:30 and 12:45 in the morning. We work late nights, so we're here late nights putting in this work for you guys because we like you guys. We want to make money and we want to make you money. So we're here putting in the work. But while I'm doing this, Jesse, will you please inform all of our viewers and everybody that we have just started a fantasy football league and I have zero idea of what I'm doing in a fantasy football league because I've never played before.
So I had I had proposed the idea to start a fantasy football league with RJ. RJ has never played fantasy football, and I think that fantasy football is one of the biggest like pillars of football bets, and getting people to watch and and tell people what you think about certain players. So I convinced RJ to start a fantasy football league with me, and it is just a work thing. It's not really that competitive. It is more just, hey, I'm learning how to play fantasy football. So it is a 6-man league, nothing like not too big at all. It's actually really small for a regular fantasy football league. Um, so I convinced him to start that, and we are actually having our draft tomorrow night. And if you guys want to drop any comments for RJ to help him draft, because he's the second overall pick. I'm the fourth overall pick, and I I really want him to understand what fantasy football is, so we can talk about fantasy football, because this is a football pretty much based channel because we love football together that much. We will be talking about other sports, but football pretty much is what we like the most. Um,
Oh yeah,
and
100%.
yeah, we're starting that league. Well, anything else you got to say?
Yeah, 100%. So if anybody can send me some comments on tips or tricks or give me some kind of advice on this fantasy football, I would appreciate it a lot because I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. But like Jesse said, this channel is going to be mainly focused around football. Football is our favorite sport to watch. Football has been my most profitable sport to do bets on as of last year when I first started. And Jesse is a football guru. So our main focus is going to be football. Now, sadly, when football season comes to an end, we will also be covering NBA because Jesse is great at NBA. Also, that is one of my weaknesses, though. I suck at NBA, so I am going to do everything in my power to try and learn and be good at betting on basketball come next year. But I am actually really good at baseball. So when we get into baseball season, I can teach Jesse some things about baseball and
I'm
he can
not.
teach me some things about basketball.
I suck when it comes to baseball. So
I will
that
say
is something that you guys
baseball
know
is
that
one of
too.
the hardest sports, one to play, two to bet on. It's just you have to be in tune with the players, what the conditions are, the averages, how to read the box scores, how to read the numbers. But you guys will see as we roll into next year's MLB season. It'll be like a learning course for anybody who wants to understand and learn baseball because baseball is hard, but there is a lot of ways to make money on baseball.
Didn't Kyle Schwarber hit 4 home runs today?
Yeah, and if anybody who's subscribed to the channel right now is watching or listening or just clicked on this video to watch, I put out usually almost every day right now since we're not focusing on baseball. I put out not every day, but majorly throughout the week, I put out some free home run picks for everybody. And tonight I had Kyle Schwarber as a free home run pick, and he hit 4 home runs in one game.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, so if you
Like
guys
check
would
if
have,
he's juicing.
yeah, oh I'm sure it is probably coming up. It's coming up soon. They're gonna have him in a cup in a bathroom. They better hope that when it hits the cup,
I
it
just
don't
think that's
melt the
funny.
cup.
For real.
All right, so I think that's gonna
All
wrap
right.
up.
Did you ever get
Huh?
did you ever get that total number?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, we rolled into that. So as of right now, your running total for week one is going to be for people listening, your initial bet, the money that you're going to be putting in is called a wager. So your week one wager is going to be $20, and then your total potential payout is going to be $207.
That's crazy.
So
You can
in one weekend off of a $20 bill, you can walk away with two hundos and $7 extra.
which I think is just crazy. How like take these bets, guys. Eventually you will see that they work. Trust. I'm good whenever it comes to football.
I 100%
Please.
agree. I 100% agree. But I don't think I have anything else for tonight. I think that's everything we've got. Uh, Jesse, do you have anything else or have any closing lines for the outro?
Nah. I thank you guys so much for watching, for spending your time hearing me ramble about the Michael Parsons trade and hearing me say, "Hey, hear me out." Whenever it comes to this, uh, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, do the whole 9 yards and everything like that. And peace out from me, RJ. What you got?
Just like Jesse said, guys, we thank you so much for just coming on here, listening to us talk about sports. We're trying to do this to make us money. We're doing it to make you money. We want to build a community of people that support each other and try to help each other win some money and grow this thing to as far as we can take it. Right now, we live stream on Twitch twice a week. If you can't catch the live stream, we post on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, send it to your friends. If you like our picks, ride along with us. If you don't like our picks, go in the comments. Tell us we're dumb. Call us bums. It doesn't matter. Just let us know something. Give us some feedback. We feed off of it. We like it. But if there's anything you guys want to tell us, just hit us up. Let us know. And I think that's going to do it for us this week, guys. Everybody, have a good week.
Yup.
And get them bets locked in.
Peace out.
Peace out.